right, so here I have Kenny who came into C2C Mastermind about a month ago, sometimes in June of 2023, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's when you
Yes.
joined the C2C Amazon Framework Mastermind. And so before then,
Yes.
though, you told me that you've tried to do private labeling and you bought a course and you've put about $6,000 into it, right? Can you tell
Yes.
me about that? So you ordered some things from China, put about $5,000 to it, trying to do private labeling because someone taught you that you could do that. So have you been able to get what you ordered from China to date?
No, I've not. I actually spent over $6,000
And how many
because, you know,
over $6,000 since when? It's been like
yes.
how many months right now?
So I started back in, I think, like March. That's
Okay,
when I
March.
started
Okay.
the,
So that's about 4 months,
yes,
and you put about $6,000
yes,
into it, and you order stuff from China, and you still have not been able to get it today. This is why I
no.
tell people it's a waste of time when you want to do private labeling on Amazon. The best thing is to actually offer people what they're already buying. So you found me, and you came into C2C Amazon Framework Mastermind in the middle of June. Now we are in the middle of July. Can you tell us how much you've made selling name brand products on Amazon based on what we taught you?
So it's kind of a little crazy because, you know, in the last two weeks, I just realized it's like I've been wasting money and time doing the private labeling because I spent actually over $6,000. So when I
That's
had the
crazy.
conversation with you, so when I said 6,000, so that's, you know, just part of it. I spent over 12,000 because I had to pay for the brand registration with Amazon, which
So
it was
that's when
crazy.
you're trying to do the private labeling, right?
Yes.
So, but when you join
Yes.
the mastermind in less than a month ago or thereabouts, and we show you how to
Yes.
sell name brand products instead of doing the private labeling and ordering things from China, how much have you made today, and how long did it take you to make your $4,000 in the mastermind?
So I joined the mastermind in the middle of June. So I was studying the material with the CTC Amazon framework for like 2 weeks. So I didn't even finish the lesson, right? So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try this method because I mean the one I'm doing is taking forever. So I actually bought just two products. So I got only one account with Wholesalers account and I got two products just to test. And I actually launched the store in the on the 14th of this month.
On the 14th of this month.
14th.
Okay, that's about
Yes.
2 weeks ago. Less than that.
It's
That's
two
about
it's,
a
yes.
week and 3 days ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It was actually Friday, last 2 weeks Friday. So tomorrow Friday is going to be my second week.
2 weeks.
So
Okay.
tomorrow, yeah. So at least as of today, I've gotten like almost $3,000 in
three
sales.
thousand dollars in 2 weeks. Now
Yes.
listen, this is crazy.
Yes.
You spent over
Yes.
$6,000 trying to do private labeling, waiting for 4 months. You've not gotten your product from China, and when it comes, you're not even sure if it's going to sell. But when I showed you how to basically sell what people are already buying, i.e., name brand product on Amazon, you join us middle of June. You set up 2 weeks ago, and today you're sitting on $3,000.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was, I mean, I actually sent you a screenshot
Yeah, you
on
did.
Monday
Yes. And at
because
that
I was
time, you
surprised.
were like almost $1,500, and today you're already at $3,000.
Yes, because on Monday, so what actually happened was, you know, I was busy with work, right? So when I got off work, I was just like, oh, let me check this Amazon thing because I wasn't really believing myself because I realized I was averaging like $300 on just two products. And you know, based on the criteria that you taught in the lesson, so it was only one of my product that actually met all the criterias,
Right,
right? So
right.
the other one, I just bought it just to test because I was still like, let me try this model. And on Monday alone, I got $975 in
Hold on.
sales.
That's crazy. $975 in sales on Monday alone.
Yes,
So in
on
2 weeks, you're
Monday.
sitting on almost $3,000. How much have you made today? Because I mean, it's still very early. But how
To,
much have you made today?
Today, oh, let me check. Because
You can just show us the screen of your account, so people know that you're real.
it's right here.
Well, your thing is
Oh,
blood.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Do you mind?
let me,
Hope your
let
kids are not
me,
at the back running around. You
No,
can.
the
Okay,
okay.
so
I think you should be able to see now.
yeah, if you, okay, so
Yeah.
today you're sitting on $332, and you have sold four already.
Yes.
Okay,
Only
see,
4.
okay,
So
very
this
good.
is the day. So let me show you the one from Monday. You can see. So it says like it doesn't show the actual price, but
Right.
you see
Yeah. So
it
you can
has
just move your screen to this side because we want to see what
oh,
they are. No, no. The total amount is what we want to see.
oh okay. Let me show you the total amount units sold. I think okay, right there.
All right. 2670. All right. Almost
Yes.
$3,000. All right. So,
Yes.
and that's crazy. So of course you can put your thing back on blood. So and that's what I tell people, right? Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Do what is already working. Why would you want to order things from China, put your own brand on it? Nobody knows you. And if eventually they will know you, you want to put some money in your pocket first. When, of course, you can leverage what is already selling, all right, what people are already buying. All you've got to do is to let us show you the framework in the C2C AMZ Amazon framework, right? And let me ask you this: have you touched or shipped by yourself? Have you physically touched or physically involved in any of the logistics since you started 2 weeks ago?
No, so the only thing I did was just ship it to Amazon, even including the returns.
If
Everything
they ship
they,
it to Amazon, did they ship it or the distributors ship it for you?
the distributor just ship it. So all I do is just pay for the invoice, and
So
that's
basically,
all I have to do.
you're just sitting down collecting the check. You did not see the product. You didn't have to ship it. You didn't have to touch
Uh,
it.
it
So
is
now,
crazy to
so if you were to compare what you were doing back then to what we've shown you, you've been able to make almost $3,000 within 2 weeks. That is insane, right? This is
it
someone
is.
who has put almost $7,000 or thereabouts into trying to develop his own product on Amazon, sent it to China, is waiting for it to be sent back. It's been waiting almost 4 months. The product is not here. The money is now coming back, $7,000 in the trench. And now we have been able to show you how to sell name brand product on Amazon. Within 2 weeks, you are sitting on almost $3,000. You don't have to touch the product. You don't have to be involved in logistics. All you've got to do is just to follow the very simple framework that we show you. How does that make you feel?
Man, I feel really great to be honest with you because for the FBA private labeling, so the agent I was working for was still telling me I still need to run ads. I need to do PPC. I was like, okay, so
So
that's gonna
have you
be another.
let me stop you right there. So plus the $7,000 you've spent and the and the 4 months that you've been waiting on the private label thing that you're trying to do from China, and you've not seen your product, they're still telling you that when eventually the product comes, you have to run ads.
Yes.
And within 2 weeks, we've been able to show you that you don't need any of that, right? You didn't run any ads, you don't hold any inventory, you're not doing any logistics, and yet you've been able to make about $3,000.
It is crazy
Well,
because what I'm looking now is okay. So I just got only 2 products, right? What if I have like 4 products, 5 products? Then I'll be able to
so when
scale
I
this
tell
thing to.
people that you can scale it to 6 figures on each and every product every month, all right, that is the proof. And you're not the first one. There are several other students that have come our way like you, and I'm just so happy that you did what we asked you to do, and you're still results. Kenny, keep crushing it. I'm glad. Well, maybe when eventually your product comes from China, you're going to find a way to dispose of it. But listen, the truth is, you don't need that. All you need is what we're showing you. And if you stick to it, in no time, you're going to be counting your blessings. And I want to appreciate you for trusting us in the C2C Amazon framework. And for those out there that are still doubting or, still running around trying to do private labeling, I'm not going to say it does not work, but you better be a multi-millionaire because not only are you going to spend so much money on developing this product, you're going to have to learn how to do CPC on Amazon. And also, you're going to have to wait almost half of the year or more before you can get anything. Well, why do you have to do that when, of course, we can show you within 2 weeks how you can be sitting on $3,000 just from 2 products, right? Imagine what's going to happen when you have 3, 4, 5, 6 products, none of which you have to hold any inventory. You don't have to run any ads. And most importantly, all you've got to do is sit back and collect your check. We want to thank you for trusting us, and we appreciate your trust in us. Okay, so how would you introduce this to any of your friends or family?
Yes, I will, because most of them, I actually was thinking it was gonna be was a joke. So, but now I have a proof. I showed my wife; she couldn't believe it, and I've shown a couple of my friends. Like, look, if you're looking for a retirement plan, this might be it. This might be the answer to all those questions. So, but I'm really glad you showing us, this, because I know a lot of people have been doing it. I was just, thinking, you know, it's not true, but not until I tried myself, and if I can do this with 2 products, only God knows what I can do with 5, 10 products. So, but I
Exactly.
really want to thank
Just
you.
and how much of the program do you think you understand now?
I would say maybe 50%, to be
Fifty
honest with you.
percent, and you're already banking.
Yeah.
Imagine what's going to happen
Yes.
when you understand 100%, right? Congratulations
Yes.
on your wins, and we wish you more wins. And thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you. I do really appreciate it. Thank you. An incredible story. If you can imagine someone who almost lost hope on the fact that the FBA business model works. Why? Because he spent so much money trying to order products from Amazon so he could private label his own products, right? He did that because some guru online told him to do it. Do not be amazed, because I've been a victim of that myself before I found the framework that I'm about to share with you, which, by the way, was that same framework that I shared with him that was able to help him turn his life around. What would $1,000 on a daily basis do to your life? Or let's even say $3,000 in 2 weeks. How will that change your life? Right? Well, to a lot of people, that's a lot of money. It depends on what your goal is. Do you really want to do this for yourself, or you want to do it for the generation yet unborn? Regardless of what your intentions are, this framework would work for you. It works for Kenny. You just saw his story, and I'm going to introduce you to another one of our students in a little bit, who also had her own struggle before I shared with her the same framework that I'm about to share with you. I'm not sure if you've ever read this book called Think and Grow Rich. This book, by the way, is one of the classic books that it's read by almost every successful individual that I know, especially in America, must have a copy of this book. And if I must let you know, this is one of my secrets. It is my money Bible. Pretty much, I read this each and every day, and I can guarantee things that I read on here is one of the reasons why I was able to come up with the framework that I'm about to share with you. In this book, Napoleon Hill will touch on something very, very important. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong when it comes to making money online. And that is why they end up frustrated, spending so much money without results. What did he say? He said the easiest thing to sell to people is what they're already buying, which is the reason why I was able to save Kenny from that headache and frustration that I was going through, having bought that course and someone told him to go ahead and private label his own product. And after several months waiting, the product does not come, and he spent well over $12,000. I was even saying $6,000. He said $12,000. Can you imagine? But when he came into the C2C Amazon Mastermind and I shared with him the 3 secrets that I'm about to share with you, he was able to turn this around, and within a few days now is making well over $3,000, right? As a matter of fact, right now is doing way more than that. And Kenny is not alone. As a matter of fact, before I go further, let me also introduce to you another one of our students who, by the way, was an IT consultant who lost her job before she was introduced to me by a friend who happened to be one of my students as well. All right, so she lost a job. She was introduced to me, a 6-figure job, by the way. Right, she was an IT consultant. She was introduced to me, and when I shared this framework with her, this is what Bomi has to say. That's with. How did you find out about Amazon Framework, C2C Amazon Framework?
Um, Actually, I saw a promo on Facebook by Lookman, and then I was also advised to join by my husband that he knows Lookman very well, and that's why I joined.
Awesome, awesome. So, and well, to start with, thanks to your husband for trusting in me. Um, so, so how long have you joined the program? When did you start the program officially?
About 2 weeks ago officially, and then I started setting my store up about a week ago.
About a week
Actually,
ago.
yeah, about a week. Actually, probably around Thursday, not even up to a week.
No, not up to a week yet. So it's like 2
Right.
days shy of a week.
Right,
That you
right.
started setting up your store. And how much of the program do you understand right now?
I'll say about, well, from what I'm still supposed to have a couple of more trainings. So I'll say I'm at probably about 40%. There's
Okay.
still so much to learn. Yeah.
Of course, so 40% for the past 6 days, I should say, right? Because on Thursday it's going to make a week. So, and
Correct.
how much have you made in 6 weeks, despite the fact that you do not understand the entire program fully yet?
In 6 days, I've had sales about at least 17 sales that is totaling at about 1,500 plus.
1,500. I want you guys to hear that very well. So in 6 days, she's made 1,500. All right, like I promised you, this is going to be a fluff-free, mastermind. I'm going to just go straight to the point. But I had to show you those individuals just to let you know that there are individuals just like you and I. If they can do it, I promise you can do it too. What you have to promise me, though, is you've got to be ready to follow the instructions as they're going to be laid down in the mastermind. And I will do all I can in my best power, along with my team, to make sure that we help you achieve success. What would $1,000, a month, or an extra $1,000 a day, a month, $3,000 in 15 days? What would that do to you right now? How would that change your story? How would that help you achieve that financial goal you've always dreamt about? How will that affect those around you and the loved ones that you've always wanted to care for, but because you do not know how to make money, or what you make right now is not enough, you've not been able to bring that dream into fruition? Well, you're not alone. See, in my past life, I was a registered nurse. I was trained as a registered nurse. I got my bachelor's from the University of Texas, and I worked as a registered nurse for a long time. And guess what? I was pretty much working two jobs, just basically changing scrubs in between shifts, only to make in a year what I now make in a month. You can imagine Tower, you can imagine Boom, you can imagine what they're doing right now. The secret that I'm going to share with you right now has allowed them to now. Boomy actually forgot that she was ever an IT consultant, and Taiwo is saying in a few months is going to quit the job and just focus on this. And that is what is possible. As a registered nurse, my dream was to go to all these places in the world and be able to do things that I'd always wanted to do, but I was cash crunch. I work more than I get paid. But now all I've got to do is to sit behind this computer each and every day and make money. Listen, if you know anything about marketing, you will understand that the easiest thing to sell is what people are already buying, and which is what Napoleon Hill teaches in this book. When you sell what people are already willing to buy, what you're doing in essence is you are creating a product for an existing market. You are not creating a market for a non-existing product. What a lot of people do is to try to create a market for their product instead of just basically offering the market what the market is already willing to buy. You don't have, I'm not sure about you, a lot of people do not have the money that it takes to go into research and development to come up with your own product. But I'm always pissed when I see people out there being told to just go ahead and private label their products. I'm not saying it does not work, but it requires a lot of time. As you can hear from from Kenny rather, it was waiting for almost 4 months, right? Probably 5-6 months till date he has not gotten his product. And you can imagine, even when eventually he gets that, they're telling him that he was going to have to do CPC, he's going to have to do this and that, when all you've got to do is to understand the C2C Amazon framework that allows you to sell what people are already buying, i.e. brand name product. All right, products that are made here in America, distributed here in America. All right, there's already trusted and known by individuals that are going on Amazon. Just basically offer it to them and mark it up, and you make money. And your store will be like Boomy, it will be like Kenny, both of whom altogether now making well over six figures, right? Kenny's on his way to making six figures. Boomy is already there. So the same thing is possible for you. Here's what I want to do for you. I want to show you things that you're going to get when you decide to come into the mastermind today. By the way, the mastermind, the value is over $60,000, but I want to do something that I've never done before. Just to prove to you that this works, I am going to give you 2 weeks to try this mastermind. I'm going to give you 2 weeks. You're going to have access to each and everything that we have in there. By the way, let me share some of those things with you. Here are some of the things you are going to get in the mastermind, which of course is not all of it, but just some of it. And this is the same secret that I've shared with the likes of Boomy and Kenny. That's allowed them to reach 5 figures within 15 days, right? You are going to get the introduction to Amazon name brand products wholesale. This by itself is valued at $997. How do people do it and do it successfully? I'm going to share that with you. Like I told you, this mastermind is not about, I'm not going to tell you fluffs on this. I do not really want to waste your time. I just want to go straight to the point and let you see what is possible. Along with that, I'm going to show you how to set up your Amazon business profitably. I charge people $1,997 just 1 day to help them do this. But this is part of what you're going to try out for 2 weeks today. Also, you are going to have access to the FBA and FBM framework that allows you to just understand the two methods that are available when it comes to selling on Amazon. The value of that by itself is $2,997. Well, how about showing you how to re-engineer the big brand processes, which is the same thing that I've done. It's allowed me to scale a lot of items to over 6 figures each and every month. And as you heard from some of the students a while ago, this same secret is what they are being shown. There's allowing them to reach success pretty fast. Okay. Another one is how can you make sure that you get certified by wholesalers of these brands? All right. By the way, we're going to give you access to well over 500 brands, distributors and wholesalers in America. So you don't have to get involved in all of those headaches by trying to order things from China, and it never comes. And when it eventually does, it is of low quality. You don't have to go through all that, because in the mastermind, you're going to have access to over 500 brand wholesalers and distributors here in America that you can easily just access and start buying from. The value of that by itself is well over $1,297, right? You're going to have that list of all the distributors and how we get in touch with them. That by itself is $2,297. I'm going to share with you the exact script and methodology that we use for these brands, because a lot of them, because you might be a new business and they do not want to deal with you, but I'm going to show you how we were able to crack the code to allow them to deal with you from the very first phone call you put out to them. Okay. This by itself is worth well over $2,297. Okay. Now, when you start making money like you saw Kenny and Boomy and several other students, as you see them do, how can you scale up and create an evergreen income pipeline and also build your own digital real estate like I've done, like I'm showing several other students that are doing right now? This by itself is worth well over $5,297. I'm going to show you how we use AI to actually rank on Amazon. A lot of people are selling on Amazon, but it's big enough a market for everybody. But one of the best way to easily get, to start seeing success very easily is to get into the modern technology by which we use AI to scale quickly. So that way you can outsell your competitors. I'm going to share that same framework with you. The value of that is over $2,497, right? Along with that, you're going to have weekly call, right? Weekly call with me and my team, so we can answer whatever question you have for the next 6 weeks. You're going to have a weekly call and we will answer whichever question you may have and ensure that if there's anything in your way and that is holding you back, we will help you achieve success right away. Okay. So that by itself is well over $3,500. And you are also going to be part of an exclusive Facebook group where you would have seasoned coaches and mentors that will literally show you how we've been able to achieve success pretty easily. And one thing that is good about this group is individuals in there. They're very, 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 very helpful. And of course, you have Boomi, you have Kenny in there as well. Whatever question you may have, they are always willing to give, and they'll be able to help you out. This ByteDev is worth well over $10,997. Okay, and also for the first 10 people to try this out for the next 2 weeks, I have 4 extra bonuses for you. Okay, but that is only restricted to the first 10 people that are ready to try this out for the next 2 weeks. Okay, one of them, of course, is this shirt right here. I wear this on my chest each and every day when I sit here in the morning sipping on my black coffee, just reminding myself of how far I've come to get this freedom. And it makes me happy that I've been able to share this with a lot of people as well. You don't have to be a rapper, you do not have to be an athlete to really have your freedom. Okay, you're gonna have that shirt, it's free. And also for the first 10 people to try this out for the next 2 weeks, okay, I am gonna give you the second fast action bonus, which is advanced Amazon CPC plus AI ranking hacks that we use to scale our products pretty quickly on Amazon. This by itself is worth well over $2,500. Well, how about the third one, which is the monthly list of 25 highly profitable products? This is basically us and my team. All right, I have a very big team. My team has done a very good job and still continue to do that. They will research the product for you each and every month and just give you that list of 25 of them. This by itself, is this all you have? Is this all you have? If this is all you have, I guarantee you have no other choice but to be successful at this business. So well-researched, highly curated, profitable products will be given to you, 25 of them on that list each and every month. Okay, now what will be your excuse? Well, don't think I'm done yet, because I'm also going to show you the advanced Amazon plus arbitrage methodology. This makes me well over $45,000 each and every month, and I'm going to share that with you. But you've got to promise that you're going to try this for the next 2 weeks. Okay, now for some of you as well, for the first 10 people to join, you also going to have one-on-one with me, just in case you have questions. Because listen, sometimes a lot of people feel lost and they give up quickly. I do not want that to happen to you. I've been there. I do not wish that on my enemy. And for that reason, I'm going to give you access to myself so you can have one-on-one with me and ask me whatever question you may have. Okay, the total value of all of these is $60,875. $60,870. So now that you know that it is possible for you to also get this done, following each and every step that I'm going to lay down in the mastermind, and you've seen all the awesome things that you are going to get once you get into the mastermind, I want to do this for you, right? The entire cost of the mastermind, as you can see, is over $60,000, but I want to give you for something unimaginable. And the team actually told me, look, man, why are we giving this out so, cheaply? Because we put a lot of work into this. Here's what I told them. Listen, I wish someone had shown me these when I was starting out, and I would have saved myself all those headache that I had to go through. Can you wish that he had found me before, this other guru that he found, who literally told him to go ahead and start researching products and go to China and send money? He wished that he had found me earlier. You heard that from him himself, but all that's his story right now. But I want to do this for you. I want to invite you into the mastermind. I want you to try this out for yourself for 2 weeks. Like I said earlier, the entire cost of the mastermind by itself, the value is well over $60,000, but I want to give you for something unimaginable. I want you to try out the mastermind for 2 weeks. Okay, it took Kenny just about 2 weeks to start making $3,000. It took Boomi only 6 days to start making over $1,500. So I want to invite you rather into the mastermind, and I want you to try it out for 2 weeks for less than a cup of coffee a day. Okay, you're only gonna have to pay $97 right now. And hear me out. At the end of the 2 weeks, if you don't think that you want to continue with the mastermind, that's fine by me. Okay, take everything you've learned and just go ahead and implement it. Okay, but if you want to stay along and if you want to stay around and learn more in the mastermind so you can have this much results, then at that point, the mastermind, the entire package, all right, is going to be $997. But because you're paying $97 today, in 2 weeks we're only going to charge the $897. There is the $900 rather. That is left on top of the $997, and at that time, listen, No one in the industry is doing this. Even at that time, I'm going to give you options, 3 options to pay it off. You don't have to pay the $900 off right away. I'm going to give you 1-time payment option. I'm going to give you 2-time payment option. And I'm also going to give you 3 times payment option. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm tired of people being ripped off, and I'm tired of people giving excuses to the reason why they cannot live a life of their dream. I'm tired of people waking up each and every day, being in commute for almost 2 hours to get to a job that they hate so much and come back home all depressed and burnt out. And their children and loved ones do not have any time to really enjoy them, right? I've been in your shoes, and I told you a while ago, I was a registered nurse. I was basically changing scrubs in between 2 shifts to make in a year what I now make in a month. I'm literally looking at this product right here that we're selling so much on right now. Okay, I can't wait for you guys to get in the mastermind again to see what is actually possible. If those individuals can do it, if I can do it, you can do it. And one good thing about this is this: you don't really have to show your face. An average person that goes on Amazon to buy does not even know who is selling to them. They just want to go on Amazon and buy. Most especially that you're selling brand name products that already have brand loyalties and people already trust them. All we've got to do for you is to give you access to over 500 distributors of these name brand products that we show to our students. Over 500 of them are in our database that we have ready for you. And all you've got to do right now is just to dive into the mastermind. Only pay $97 today. Try this for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, we're going to charge the rest of the $997, which is going to be $900. Okay. And again, at that time, if you want to try it out, but you don't have the $900 at that time, we are even going to give you payment options. You're going to have the 2 payment options. You're going to have the 3 payment options. What else can I do? How more can I help you? Tell me. I really want to know. All right. Well, do not say give it out for free, because the last time I did that, nobody appreciated it, because the people do not really appreciate what they do not pay for. The reason I'm having you pay is not because of the fact that what you're paying is actually what it takes to get into this mastermind. As you can see, the entire mastermind value is over $60,000, which is the truth. Okay, is the truth. You can hear, Kenny made $3,000 within 2 weeks. Boomy, within 6 days, for 6 days, she made over $1,500. Imagine what they're doing right now. So the value is well over $60,000, but I'm giving it to you to try today for just $97 for the next 2 weeks, at which time I'm very sure you'll be more than convinced, and you'll be on your path to having the same success story as theirs as well. That's all I can do to really help you. And I do not want people to start giving excuses no more. So go ahead, get in the mastermind today. Try it out for $97 for 2 weeks. At which point, if you like it, you stick on, and we're going to charge the rest of the $997. Okay, we charge the $900. And if you cannot pay it in full, we give you payment option, the 2-part payment options, the 3-part payment options. Okay. I have done all I can, as I promised it to my Lord, that I'm going to help people once I figure this out. So I'm giving you this framework almost for free. And within those 2 weeks, I guarantee you're not going to be, your story is not going to remain the same. Rather, it's not going to remain the same. And you would realize that this dream of yours that you've always thought about is possible. Listen, when I was a registered nurse, all I want to be able to do was travel the world. All right. Sometimes whenever I would get a chance to travel, before I found this, when I was working as a registered nurse, maybe once in a year, because they give you 10 days in a month to travel. For God's sake, I can do this from anywhere in the world. And as a matter of fact, it takes me less than 2 hours a day to do this. All right. When I first started out, now I have a big team that's taking care of it for me. Right. So you can imagine, I just wanted to travel the world, but I couldn't, because I was stuck at a job that I never ever liked. All right. But when I found this out, I've been to almost everywhere that I want to be, almost everywhere that I'd ever dreamt that I want to go. And guess what? Each and every one of those trips, I flew business class, and I still fly business class today. And guess what? I don't pay for the business class. That is another trick we're going to show you in the system. Once you become part of the mastermind, how can you get the government to actually pay you for your travels? How can they pay for your outfits? As you can see that I look pretty cute, right? How can you get them to pay for your outfits, right? How can you also get your children, all right, on this and let the government pay for that? All of these are some of the secrets that I'm going to be sharing with you in the mastermind. All you've got to do right now is to take a leap of faith. Listen, I do not know about you, but a lot of people spend well over $100 in a month just buying Starbucks. when of course they can brew the coffee or the coffee in the house. But hey, that's what they like. That's fine. And if that is your thing too, good. But guess what? Once you figure out how this works, you can buy the entire Starbucks if that's what you want. But what I'm saying is how much is $97 when it comes to what these things offers, what the promises that it holds? All right. When was the last time you found something this good and this affordable? Right. I do not want to call it cheap because it's not cheap. Right. For a lot of people, it's not cheap. But guess what? The dreamers do. The dreamers will always wish they can do it, but the doers will make it happen. Okay, if I tell you today, if I put a gun to your head and say, if you do not pay $97 today, I'm going to shoot you. Call the next person on your phone. I guarantee there are several people in that phone that you can call and tell them, listen, I need $97 to change my story. And if you do not have anyone on your phone that you can call who can lend you $97, I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of group you keep in. I'm not sure what kind of relationship you have. I do not want to bash you, but all I know is this: a lot of people, when it comes to living their dream, only talk about it. They do not take actions. They do not do what it requires for them to actually achieve that dream. All right. And I've been in your shoes, like I told you, for God's sake. When I came to this country, I barely had $40 in my account. All right. And I went to nursing school, did all that, thinking that was what was going to get me to my dream. I'm not bashing the nurses out there. It's a great it's a great profession for those who love it. But it did not really give me the freedom. It did not give me the time. It did not give me the satisfaction that I was looking for. But when I found this framework that I'm literally giving to you almost for free right now, it changed everything for me. Here's what I want to do for you. Get in today, try it out for 2 weeks for $97. At the end of 2 weeks, if you want to continue, we're going to charge you $900. Okay. Do not forget the entire value is actually over $60,000, but I'm giving it to you for $997. Okay. But I know that you probably don't get paid yet, or you don't have that much money on you right now. I still do not want you to have an excuse not to, you've got to take your destiny into, take it by your own hand. You've got to make it work today, not tomorrow, not tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow. I do not want you to leave this call without committing to the fact that you promised yourself at the beginning of this year that you're going to do all you can to change your story. You're going to do all you can to achieve that American dream that you've always wanted to achieve. All right. That you're going to do all it takes to change the future for your generations. And today is the day, my friend. If you miss out on this, I'm not sure what else you're looking for. Okay. How many more of these have you missed out on only to look at other people live your dream? Do you know several opportunities that I've had that I missed out on? And I would just look at those people and I'd be like, oh man, I wish this was me. Then when I stop wishing and start doing, things change for me. So I want to do that for you today as well. But it's not about what I want for you. It's about what you want for yourself, my friend. $97. Get in the mastermind right now. Try it out for 2 weeks. That's all it takes these individuals to make their money back. Okay? That's all. How long it took them to make their money back. Let me drink some water. I'm so excited. I'm my throat is so dry. That's all it took them to make their money back. Some of them way less than that, right? So in 2 weeks, okay, try it out for 2 weeks for $97. After which, if you stay around with us, we're going to charge you $900 at that point. And just in case you do not have the $900, we are going to just give you options. Do you want the payment? As a matter of fact, once you pay $97, you are going to be presented with the option. Do you want to pay the $900 in 2 weeks, or you want payment options? You can give me a hug now, right? Because listen, I'm doing for you what no one will do. Considering the value that you're going to get from this, considering how many lives we've been able to save, considering how many people we've been able to help with this framework to get on their path to realizing their financial goal. Okay, so go ahead and do that right now. But this option is only available in this mastermind right now on this platform. Once you click out of this place without clicking on the link on your screen right now to go try out the mastermind, you're never going to see this price again. That is the truth. You're not going to see the price again. If you're going to see it again, it's going to be way higher than this, and there's not going to be any payment plan, and there will not be a trial period. Okay, so before the clock runs to zero, I want you to go ahead, take your own destiny into your hand. No one will change it for you but you. You can sleep and dream about money in your dreams all you want. Dream is called dream because it's not reality. But guess what? It is a possibility. It's a door to possibility. You see those dreams, you imagine those things because they exist, because they're possible. But before they can be brought to light, you've got to take action. And you need someone like me who's done it and helped several people to really show you how this is done. I do not want you to go around and start buying all the next shining object only to come back dejected, depressed, and of course frustrated. I've been in your shoes, and it's not a funny thing to experience. Okay, so go ahead, click on the link below, get in the mastermind, try it out for 2 weeks for just $97. At which point, I'm sure you'll be well on your way to doubling your money, make way more than that. All right. And at that point, of course, you tell us as well how you intend to pay the balance of $900, which we're going to actually give you payment options. All right, payment options. All right. I wish someone did this for me. No one did it for me, guys. But that is not enough reason for me not to do it for anyone, because what I promised was once I figure this out, I will show it to as many people as possible. And that is why, my friend, you are one of those lucky ones that I want to show this to. And like I said, all bonuses that I said were available for the first 10 action takers. I want to extend that to each and everyone on this call right now. All right. Come on now, clap for me. All right. Really, I want to extend that to each and everyone on this call right now, because my thing is this: I just want you to be successful. That's all I care about. Okay, it's not about your money. I make this each and every day. Okay, but you do not value what you do not pay for. That is what I've experienced with people. I've seen this in my own life. I've seen this with people around me. Okay, people do not value what did not pay for, and one of the ways to get people committed is their time and their money, more especially their money. All right, so go ahead, click on the link on your screen right now, get in the mastermind. Try it out for $97 for the next 2 weeks. Tell us how you intend to pay the rest of it off. And of course, we will be more than happy to work with you. I can't wait to see you in the mastermind. Let's see what's possible. All right. Okay. I'm super duper excited for all of you guys that are on this call right now, because listen, you've done what several people will not do. A lot of people will just talk about it. They'll see videos and just scroll up. And a lot of people waste their time on the internet. They let the internet use them instead of them using the internet. The internet is not a bad thing. It's created for us to use, to allow us to live our dreams. But a lot of people just let the internet use them. And guess what, my friend? You're not one of those people anymore. If you were, right now, you're not. You're not one of those who are just going to be watching videos on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and just scrolling on pictures and stuff. You are one of those that will be creating revenue from doing that as well. And there are several things in the mastermind that I can't even, articulate right now. Okay. But I will show you those once you become part of the C2C Amazon Framework Mastermind. Okay. I wish you nothing but the best. Go ahead. Do not second guess yourself. $97. At least, like, what is that for real? Like, what is $97? Right? How much is that? Okay, so make it work. If you have to call your mom, you call your friend, you call anyone you've got to call before this clock runs to zero. Call them and tell them, listen, I have gun put in my head right now. I need $97 to save my life. Literally, tell them that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so go ahead and do that right now, and I will see you in the mastermind. Again, all I can do to help you is what I've done right now, but the ball is in your court right now. Do you really want to change your story? If you do, today, right now, right here is the opportunity.